All right, let's get out of here.
Here we go to...
M's Emporium, right?
Yes.
There's not too many places to go. Cut right through the lake. Looks lovely. Definitely been to places like this. It's probably M right there. Oh! That the Choco Crisps right there. You see that?
Yep.
Homage for the last game. See that. Interact with anything? Buy a piece of the past. Yeah, she's getting artifacts. By legal means. She had to tape that on there. Because as Ranger said, it is illegal to do what she's been doing. Buy her fishing license here. Live bait. I'm gonna open it up for some reason, but oh. Okay. What did you expect? It said live bait.
Can we buy some?
I'm sure that this map, I think it says on it you can get bait at night through here. Just walk through there at night and you can find your own bait. Yeah. Coco Kringle. Is that what it's called?
Yeah. Buy some of
Hey
that.
there. Welcome to M's Emporium.
Don't need any.
I'm
Just
Emily
an
Blake.
homage to the last game.
My name's Nancy Drew. I'm staying out at the old Malone place. You know, the house Sally McDonald bought?
Now, what's she doing inviting guests out to that old dump?
She's got a little problem she's hoping I can solve. But right now, I need a chainsaw.
A chainsaw?
A tree fell down in the driveway behind my car, and now I'm blocked in.
I'll get Tucker Davis to take care of it. Gotta warn you, though. Tucker tends to do things in his own sweet time. So how come Sally ain't with you?
The ghost dog scared her off.
I told her. I said, Sally, that old house is gonna be nothing but trouble. And sure enough, Malone's hounds have come back. Just when we all thought they were finally resting in peace.
Have you ever seen the dogs?
Nope. Don't want to, neither. Just hearing 'em howl's bad enough. Scares the bejeebies out of me.
When was the last time they appeared?
Seems like they show up every time somebody buys the place. So the last time would have been 10, 15 years ago.
I caught a strange man prowling around last night. He called himself Red Knot.
The bird watcher. Comes in every so often to stock up on that weirdo food he eats. You know how them tree hugger types are.
It seemed to me that he was more into watching birds than hugging trees.
Yeah, well, whatever. One thing's for sure, he's gonna wind up with a dose of buckshot in his hind end if he keeps tramping through people's yards making noises like he just popped out of a UFO.
Mr. Knott did me a favor, and in return he asked me to pick up a cassette player from you.
Oh yeah, I got it right here. Thought maybe the old coot had forgotten he left it here. What else can I do you for?
These so-called ghost dogs left very real paw prints. I saw some near the cemetery that's by the Malone house. Have you ever been there?
Can't say as I have. Poking around cemeteries ain't exactly a hobby with me.
Where do you find your... Achoo!
Bless you. It's all the dust. Sometimes I think it grows on this stuff.
Some of those old bottles are beautiful. Where'd you get them?
Found 'em. See, back in the days of Prohibition, that old Malone place used to be party central. Only way to get to and from back then was by boat. And when those boats dumped, on account of bad weather or bad driving or the feds suddenly showing up, well, everything from diamond necklaces to full bottles of illegal booze sank to the bottom of the lake.
So it's finders keepers, huh?
That's right. See, recovering objects from the lake bed is illegal. According to Squeaky Wheel Acres, dragging the lake for artifacts was upsetting its delicate eco-balance. So thanks mostly to his constant squawking, the state banned it.
Squeaky Wheel Acres?
Jeff Akers, local park ranger. I keep telling him all this stuff washed up on shore. But does that snobby little stickler for rules believe me?
Sounds like you aren't real fond of Ranger Acres.
Jeff Akers could take all his precious rules and regulations and take a flying leap. Now, I got nothing against getting more customers in here, mind you. But I kind of like Moon Lake the way it is. Small, quiet, out of the way. But Jeff Akers, why, there's nothing he'd like better than to see all the lake and all the property around it turned into one big, noisy, jam-packed state park.
Why would he want that?
He's the type of guy who likes to boss people around, makes them feel important. So if the park got way bigger and was crawling with tourists, why, instead of giving out maybe one ticket for littering every 2 days, he'd be giving out 12 tickets every 2 hours. He'd be in heaven. Well, hey, I'm sure you got better things to do than getting your ear chewed off by yours truly.
I need to buy something.
You want it? I got it. Long as you pay cash, that is.
That's just it. I'm running kind of low on cash. Would it be possible to start a line of credit?
My daddy always said, neither a borrower nor a lender be. But I'll tell you what, seeing as how you're a friend of Sally's and seeing as how I got some things around here that could use doing, I guess we could work something out. What is it you need?
Do you sell sandpaper by any chance?
I do, but Mr. Birdbrain was in last week and cleaned me out. Said he was tired of that observation platform of his giving him splinters in his hinter regions.
Think I could get some from him?
He's your only hope, but you better ask him for it quick. That deck of his is pretty big, and those squares I sold him are pretty small.
Guess I'll see you later.
You betcha.
All right. Well, let's get going. I don't think we need anything else there. We gotta do that guy some favors, so we gotta get some birds. And they're probably around now. This is the cassette player. We put in the cassette. Bird calls.
American goldfinch. Northern cardinal. Red-tailed hawk.
Okay, that's easy to tell.
Western tanager.
Is that it? And he wants me to take a picture of some of these. So, can we actually prime this thing? Yeah, we got a vial. Probably put the bucket back, shouldn't I? So it should be primed. I shouldn't have to reprime. Yeah. Alright.
I don't need water right now.
Oh, come on. I didn't mean...
Stupid.
I need to take a sample, though. Alright, do it one more time. Alright, this time I'm gonna hold the sample vial. There we go. Alright, so we have a sample at least. So when we go back to the park ranger, we can just do that. But for now... gosh, how do I get back to the... Oh, it's up there. So we're at the crossroads here. Now there's a yellow bird over there. I have no idea if it's one of the birds I need, but I'll get it because it's so out of the way. It feels like it has to be. What's the PDA? I have a PDA. Or is that the camera? This is the PDA. and take photos of them. I feel like I don't care either way. Wait, what did I just do? Where did I just go? I just...
Tweet!
So this is that. It's the other way behind me. This is the camera. So if I turn around, go left. There we go. Lovely picture. Alright. And just go right then. And this is 2. That's a shoe. I don't need to go to the shoe. Go past that one. It's the tree. So there's a red bird past this tree. Get the camera back out again.
You do that, I'm gonna bring it back.
Okay, I'm just gonna get this real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, what? Cardinal ran off.
Well, that's not good. I'll be right back.
I must have scared it.
It's odd. It's 2 that got scared.
American goldfinch. American robin. Blue jay. Northern cardinal.
Darn, it flew away.
What? I don't know how to get it. I can play the bird call. It might work, but nope.
Took longer than I thought.
That's alright. So I managed to get 3 birds.
Oh, good.
The other 2 kept flying away and I have no idea how to get them to stay behind. Anyway, we got 3 birds. I'm gonna probably just wait till night and ask the bird watcher guy how to get some of these birds before they fly away. See if he has any answers. But for the time being, I guess we can get this water tested. So let's do that.
You're back.
I have that water sample. What do I do with it?
Just give it to me, and I'll take care of it.
Thanks for all your help.
Not a problem.
Okay, so samples given to him, that's good. Might as well just wait till night, talk to the bird watcher, and see if he can give us any feedback. Also, we can go through the path at night, maybe, you know. Maybe there's something there. Check out that graveyard at night, maybe. I think that could be interesting. Oh, we still haven't talked to Bess either. Do we need to? Let me... Let's do this for now.
You find all the birds?
I found some birds, but no matter how quiet I am, I've been scaring other birds away before I can take their picture. What am I doing wrong?
You're wearing those clothes. That's what you're doing wrong. You need to blend in, like me. Go back over to M's tacky tourist trap and get yourself some camouflage gear. Only sensible thing that money grubber carries.
I'm sorry to keep bugging you, but I need some sandpaper. Emily said you might have some.
Here, take it and scram. I was just about to call in a meadowlark. That was always Ruth's favorite.
Was Ruth your wife?
Good heavens, no. My wife had no patience for birding. Ruth was my dog. Border collie. She'd hear a meadowlark, and by golly, her ears would perk, and she'd cock her head, and she'd just come as close to smiling as ever a dog could.
So he had a dog. The state park guy also has a dog. You haven't seen it, but there's a dog bowl there with a bone. So again, everybody has motivation for scaring off Sally, and they all have dogs. I don't know about M, but at least 2 out of the 3 people have dogs.
Do many people around here own
Had.
dogs?
Not really. Most people don't bother. The place is surrounded by park land, and Ranger Acres just loves enforcing the leash laws. There it is again. Take your sandpaper and go sand something, okay?
Will do, sir. Awesome. So we have sandpaper. It's actually pretty useful. Because we can go up here now.
It's stuck.
Okay, did that work? Hey, it worked. Alright, now there might be a certain order. I'm hoping they're not out of order. Because that's green. Yep. The last one. Yeah, morning dew.
But we don't know which dog is which, do we?
My fear that we don't know what the order is, because there might be a way to identify which dog is which, because I did it in the order of like 1, 2, 3, 4, as if the poem was going through these in order. So this was 1, 2, 3, 4, but it might not be in order.
What if it goes the other way,
Maybe, but
right to left?
I wouldn't put it past the game, but I feel like there's probably a hint. I'm the one who plays in the summer dew. Yeah, we know that. Pulls out the deer. A morning clear. Winter comes, birds take flight. It's night. Yeah, because birds, deer, blue thing, trees. So we have the 4, and I put them in order as trees, blue, deer, and birds. But now it's like, is there an order? Because they even name the dogs. Dogs are all named. Because it's tree, dew, deer, bird. Deer, yeah.
Is one of the dogs called Autumn?
No. But it doesn't open in order is the thing. So maybe this should be dew, deer, bird. Try that. Well, maybe the graves say something. Let's go to the graveyard.
Yep, good idea.
I don't remember. Here we go. So, with the dogs things here, it doesn't say anything though. It says when they were born though. 1924.
20.
February 8th, 1924.
Yep. That's
23.
23. 1923.
Is it in order of age, maybe?
There you go. Yes. The youngest to the oldest?
Or oldest to youngest. One born first goes first. So we could do that. There's a lot of ways to do this though, like earliest in the year or what? So if you want to go by, instead of birth year, go by birthday, which one happens first? We still have a few things we can do. One of the things we can do is go back to the store and get some camo so we can get those bird pics. I know the ranger said it would be a few days before the sample tests come back for the water sample, so we're not going to do that right away. Just ask her.
Howdy, Nancy.
Any word from Tucker, what's his name? He hasn't been by to move that tree yet.
I'll give him another call. But like I said, the man marches to the beat of another drummer. A very slow drummer.
To make a long story short, I need some camouflage gear.
Got some right over here. One size fits all. But I'm running kind of low on bait. So if you go out and get me, oh, say a dozen little critters, I'll give you the camos.
You got a deal. So, what kind of bait do you need?
Worms, spiders, beetles, grubs. Anything that wriggles on its belly'll do. Just look under stuff. Rocks, logs, dead leaves. Should be able to find 12 in no time.
Do I need some kind of permit?
Things ain't quite that bad around here. Least not yet. Now, if Jeff Akers' daddy was still around, you might get arrested for cruelty to animals or some such nonsense. Joe Akers used to be the deputy sheriff. Real critter lover, that one was.
Joe Akers is Jeff's father?
That's right.
Alright.
Guess I'll see you later.
I guess you will.
So we gotta go around the forest at night, get some critters. So we can do that. Is there anything else we can do? No, we can just do that for now. We'll get some critters. We need 12. That means we have to go right back to bed. Still haven't seen any dogs.
That's kind of weird.
Not the first night.
This should be the third night.
If I go right, just scan, see if we can see any critters. Did hear a cricket. Nice. A 2. There's nothing around this. So there's 2 critters. Rock. Nothing here. The rock's not on here though. Shoe. Something around the shoe. Oh, there's 3. There. Look at that log. Check the rock. Nothing. Gosh. Okay. It doesn't look to be like there's any more bugs though. Like 3.
We need 12.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's all we can get for the night. You might just have to go out multiple nights to get more. Unfortunate. Anything else we have to do? while we're out and about?
I don't know of anything.
I mean, I'd like to get in here, but it just doesn't work.
Don't we have a, yeah, try that.
Nope. I don't know. I'd like to figure out that thing, but yeah, we should wait for morning regardless. Let's give some people a call. We haven't done that in a while. Let's call Sally one more time.
Hello? Hey, Sally, it's Nancy.
Well, turns out there's nothing to talk
Talk
about.
to you later.
Nothing's happened, sorry. 1, 5.
Can we call Bessie?
See. Let us see.
This caller ID stuff is going to take some getting used to.
I'm here too, Nan. What's going on?
I saw the dogs Sally warned me about, and she was right. They were pretty scary.
You sure they weren't wolves or something?
They were definitely dogs. They came out of nowhere and started leaping at the windows and scratching at the doors like they wanted to get in.
Maybe that was just their way of being friendly.
These dogs were not friendly, believe me, and they had glowing yellow eyes. A birdwatcher I ran into said they were ghosts.
Ghosts?
The man who built Sally's place on Moon Lake was a gangster. The birdwatcher said that the ghosts of his dogs show up every time someone new tries to live here.
The place is haunted by ghost dogs? Like there's such a thing as ghosts. But it does sound like you've got another mystery on your hands, Detective Drew.
Moon Lake is gorgeous, but it's so remote. The park ranger is the closest thing they have to a sheriff around here.
Park ranger? What's he like? Which, as we all know, is Bess's way of saying, park ranger? Is he cute? Not true, George. Nancy thinks everybody's cute, so what would be the point? Anyway, Nancy, you were saying?
His name's Jeff Akers. He's very helpful, polite, efficient, knowledgeable.
Sounds boring.
In fact, he probably knows more about the area than all the other residents of Moon Lake combined.
Sounds very boring. What's he know about these alleged ghost dogs?
He thinks they're just plain old dogs that for some reason like to run around at night scaring people.
And what does Detective Drew think about the dogs?
I think Sally had good reason to be scared of them. I don't blame her for leaving, which leads me to think that maybe that was the whole idea.
Somebody had those dogs attack Sally in order to scare her away? Why would anybody do that? She was there for less than a month. You'd have to be a total creep to make enemies that fast. And Sally's one of the nicest people I know. Ooh, Nancy! Speaking of cute guys, Frank and Joe Hardy called. I filled them in on where you are and what you're doing, and they're dying to hear from you.
Great. Did they leave a number?
Their number is 280-555-4865. Bess didn't recognize it when they called and almost didn't answer the phone. Good thing my cousin here has a memory like an elephant, huh? What's that supposed to mean? Call them, Nancy. They're dying to hear from you. But remember, Frank's cute and all that, but George and I want to hear from you, too. Yeah, no fair discussing the case with them from now on and not with us. Promise you'll keep us up to speed?
I promise. This birdwatcher I met has got me taking pictures of birds for some survey he's doing. He's a bit of a grump.
Does he live nearby?
No, he just kind of hangs out in the woods. In fact, I only see him at night.
Interesting. He's in the woods at night. The dogs are in the woods at night. Could he have had a reason for wanting Sally out of the Malone house?
As far as I know, he and Sally were on good terms. But I also know that Red doesn't seem to have much use for any life form that doesn't molt.
He sounds like my Uncle Zach. He's into birds. Only he doesn't watch them. He hunts them, then shoots them. I never really liked my Uncle Zach.
You two would get a kick out of the woman who owns this little store on Moon Lake.
How so?
She's a real country gal. We got this deal worked out where if I need something she carries, she'll let me do little chores to pay for it.
What kind of little chores?
Oh, like collecting bugs and worms so she can sell them to fishermen as bait.
Sounds delightful.
Unfortunately, she may not be as harmless as she seems.
Why do you say that?
She also sells antiques from the 1920s that she finds in Moon Lake.
Is that bad?
If she's been getting them by dragging the lake in front of Sally's house, it is. That's illegal.
You know what that means.
It means Emily Griffin has made my suspect list.
Because if she is breaking the law, she'd want the Malone house to stay empty so she can keep dragging the lake without anybody seeing her.
Did I mention that all the water in Sally's house comes from a well?
Ew, really? Does it taste like rotten eggs? Not all well water tastes like rotten eggs, Bess.
I don't know if it does or not, because the well is so old, I need to get the water tested before I drink it.
Good plan. Nothing will wreck your day faster than a nice tall glass of contaminated water.
I could sure use a nice big hint right about now.
Get outside and find that bait. You can do it, Nancy. I sure as heck couldn't, but I know you can.
Bye, you guys.
Good luck, Nancy, and stay in touch.